Hello everyone, welcome you all to my new YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, that is drafting, pleading and conveyancing. Being a lawyer or a company secretary or any other professional, you must have heard about these terms at least once in your life. At least once you must have got a chance to draft a particular thing. It could be an agreement, it could be a contract, or it could be any other document. So in this video, we are going to talk about drafting, pleading and conveyancing, what are their meanings and how they are different with each other. Moving forward, let's see our index. So in the index, you can see that we will be discussing the meaning of all these three terms, drafting, pleadings and conveyancing, and their differences. Now let's get started. So first of all, we have the term drafting with us. As we can see, that drafting is an art of writing a documents. Now here the term that has been used is called art of writing documents. It can be any document. It can be a legal document, it can be a normal document as well. So drafting is basically a skill that a person should have, that how well he writes a particular document. And if we talk about legal drafting, the definition here provides that legal drafting may be defined as a synthesis, that means combination of law and fact in a language form. There is also a very good definition provided by a renowned author that provides that legal drafting is the crystallization and expression in the definitive form of a legal right, privilege, function, duty and status. Now what do we mean by this term crystallization? Crystallization means giving a proper structure. That means giving a structure and expression in a definitive form to a legal right, privilege, functions, duty or status. Now if I take an example for this, let's say I am writing a sale deed. Now in a sale deed, giving expression means you are writing it down in a particular format, that is giving a expression to it to a legal right. Now what is your legal right? That is legal right to purchase or sell a particular document for some consideration. I have already mentioned the examples that it includes agreements, contracts, deeds, etc. Moving forward, now we have the term conveyancing. Conveyancing is a part of drafting. We can say that drafting is the universe and conveyance is a part of it. Now let's take a look at the definition of conveyancing. Conveyancing is an act of conveyancing or transferring any property, whether movable or immovable, from one person to another, permitted by custom, convention, laws within the legal structures of the country. Okay, so now what is basically conveyance? I'll give you a simpler definition. Conveyance is mainly related to the transferring of property, only transferring of property. And now property here can be movable or immovable. By movable property you can say car or any other thing like table, chair, and if we talk about immovable property, that is land. Now it is being transferred from one person to another. Now when you transfer such property, it is called conveyancing. Now let's take a look at the definition that is provided under section 2 of Indian Stamp Act. Now as per section 2 clause 10 of Indian Stamp Act 1899, conveyance includes a conveyance of sale and every instrument by which property, whether movable or immovable, is transferred inter vivos. Now what I want you to focus is on the word inter vivos. What do we mean by this term inter vivos? Inter vivo means that the property is being transferred in between the living persons. Now it means that if our seller or buyer both are the living person, so that is why we use the term inter vivos here. Moving forward, it is also provided that conveyance includes mortgage, charge, lease, assent, vesting declaration or any other document. I think you must have got an idea about what is conveyancing by now. So conveyancing simply means that you are transferring a particular property to a person. Now transferring can be in the form of mortgage, lease, sale or any other form, right? But what interesting point that is to be noted here is that except a will. Now for will we don't use the term conveyancing. The reason is because this, right? because as I have already mentioned that the transfer is inter vivos between the living person, and wills come into force when a person die, right? Like if I am writing my will, that will come into force after I die, right? So that is why will does not form part of conveyancing. I think now we have a better idea about conveyancing and drafting. So let's take a look at the differences between both the terms. Okay, so drafting gives a general meaning synonymous to preparation of drafting of any document. The word is clear, any document. Conveyancing on the other hand means that it is more concerned with the transfer of property from one person to another. So you can see from the definition as well that drafting includes conveyancing in it. On the other hand, that conveyancing means that it is particularly related to a property. Now if we move forward, now comes an interesting part, that is pleadings. Now pleadings is also forms part of your drafting, but pleadings is mainly concerned with your legal cases. Like pleadings come into force when there is a case going on in the court of law. Okay, so let's take a look at the definition and then we will understand what basically pleadings mean. So pleadings are the statement written, drawn upon and filed by each party to a case. Now I would like to highlight this part, filed by each party to a case, stating that what is his contention will be at the trial. Now I'll give you a simpler example of this. For example, I want to go to a court of law to file a particular case against a person. My name is A and I want to file the case against B. So now here A will be called plaintiff and B against whom I am going to file the case will be known as defendant. Now how will I present to court that what is my grievance, like why I have come to the court of law? So the document that I will give to the court is called my plaint. The plaint will state that what was the problem that I was facing and that why I am filing this particular case against B. So it will contain all the details. So I'll just highlight it once for you guys, that the document stating the cause of action and other necessary details and particulars to support a claim of the plaintiff is called plaint. So now this is called a plaint. So now plaintiff is filing a particular document, it is called plaint, and in defense to which what B will file will be known as your written statement. So the defense statement containing all the material, fact and other details filed by the defendant will be called your written statement. And now if you merge plaint and written statement together, you will find pleading. So you can see here that as per order 6 rule 1 of Code of Civil Procedure, pleadings shall mean plaint or a written statement. So now I think you have a better idea about what is pleadings. Pleadings is nothing, it is just plaint or written statement depending upon the party which is filing it. If plaintiff is filing his pleadings, those will be known as plaint, and if defendant is filing his pleadings, those will be known as written statements. So let's see that what all is included in that. So it is provided that pleadings contain material facts, contentions, claims of plaintiff, and the defendant's facts, contention, denials, and all these things. So the important thing that I want you to know is that pleadings are the statement which are filed by each party to a case. So pleadings are restricted to the cases which are filed in the court of law. Whereas if we talk about drafting, drafting can be of any document. It is not necessary that you are drafting a particular document, so it has to be filed in the court of law. It can be any document. So drafting is a much wider term, and all the other terms are form part of drafting only. So now finally we'll take a look at the differences between all these three terms. So that is, let's see the difference between drafting, pleading and conveyancing. Now I have just simplified it to you only in 2-3 lines. So drafting is an art of creating any document. Conveyancing is a type of drafting where any property, whether movable or immovable, is transferred from one person to another. And pleadings, it is a statement filed by each party to a case law stating their facts, contentions and claims. So I think now you guys have an idea about what do we mean by all these three terms and how they are different with each other. In my next video, I'll talk about deeds, that how do we draft a particular deed, what are its components, what does it mean basically. Because now we have understood the meaning of drafting, so we will see in the next video that how we actually draft those particular deeds. So thank you all, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, take care, bye bye.